What is an MVP? A lot of people ask me that question. What is a minimum viable product? So first, you'll have to understand the philosophy of minimum viable product before we can delve into how you can create an MVP for your product. So, four questions that you have to primarily ask even before you go ahead and create an MVP. The first question is, are you solving the right problem, or are there customers for which you have made a solution? Do they have that problem? Would they use your solution? Why would they use your solution? And would they pay for that solution? Right. Once you have established these four questions and you keep asking it to yourself while you are building a product, I would say you will answer the correct questions for your MVP. The important part about an MVP or the philosophy of MVP is that you have to go early into market, because most of the time you are operating in a space where the product is unknown and the market is unknown. So you have to figure out both parts of the equation. You have to figure out the product as well as you have to figure out the market, right? Um, there are very rarely cases where you know what product you are building and for what market you are building, right? But if so, the MVP helps you figure out what you are building and for who you are building that. So, figure out the minimum viable product, which could be a non-technical in nature. For example, there were a few guys who were wanted to build a radio service and sell it to merchants and insert advertisement in that. They came to me, asking for money to build that MVP. What I told them was, create jingles and use an USB drive, create 16 to 20 songs for a playlist, and insert jingles in that, and go ahead and sell it to the merchants. They did that. They actually sold it to 5 merchants and said that they will come with a next set of product, which will be delivery through internet. So essentially, what they did was they created an MVP and they figured out that there is a market that will use this kind of an MVP, and it was a non-technical MVP, right? So the minimum product that you can build that will give you the core functionality or that will solve somebody's problem is what you do. You take it to market and figure out if enough people have that problem for you to make a scalable business, or if the customer's problems are something different and you should solve it in a different way, or you should add more features to solve it. If you are solving the right problem, if the customer has that problem, they will come back and give you feedback that, guys, I'll use it, but I also need this. And that's the way, and that's where you are actually doing a customer discovery and you're tying down to your product roadmap. So it's an important part to tie down your customer discovery process to your product roadmap. So you build what the customer wants rather than building something that you want and trying to sell it to the customers. So a minimum viable product is something that you build first, take it early to the market, and get customer feedback, and do a rinse repeat loop of building that on the feedback of the customers.